Three bitter truths about living by other people's standards. There's nothing easier than living a life of conformity. This might seem like a somewhat radical statement until you stop to think about it. When you go along with the crowd, you make fewer decisions. Most of your behaviors are already predetermined. Unfortunately, so are your goals. Living with other people's standards can be very tiring. You'll always have things to do, but your work won't be fulfilling, nor will your personal life. Consider these three bitter truths about living by other people's standards and see if it doesn't make you want to change your mind about being one of the crowd. You stop being able to make decisions. When you're used to listening to what other people think you should do, decisions come harder. You trust yourself less. After all, without someone to tell you if you're correct, how do you know if you're on the right track? The problem with this is you lose autonomy over time. You step back and let other people make all the decisions for you. Now you're doing things you don't even want to do, which have nothing to do with your goals, which leads us to the next point. You get on the wrong track. When living by other people's standards, you start accepting that their idea is best for you. This can very quickly put you into unhealthy relationships, down career paths you never want to go, and into projects which hold no interest to you personally. What's worse, if you're following the crowd and the crowd is wrong, you might get in over your head in something you never wanted to take part in initially. Now you've fallen into the mob mindset, where people passionately follow anyone who's charismatic enough to lead, with no thought to the right or wrong of the situation. You lose who you are. Perhaps worst of all is how following other people's standards turns you into a person who only vaguely resembles who you are inside. Now you are no longer authentic or real, even to yourself. What's worse is the emotional toll. It's hard to feel good about yourself when you're ignoring everything important to you. Your moral compass gets out of whack. You lose your dreams and ambitions. You're not even reacting to the world in the way in which you wish you could. When you find you've been living by other people's standards too long, there's only one logical solution. It would help if you started by being genuine with yourself, and from there, build authenticity into every interaction. Once you do this, you'll discover true happiness and who you are.